This trailer isn't exactly in pristine condition, but honestly, even though it smells like wet dog, this is right where I got stuck. Hey everybody, what's up? Good morning. So I'm here in rural Texas, staying on this awesome property. I've already been here like over a week and I was like, oh my goodness, am I actually gonna film a video here? But I promised you guys I would in my last video, so here we go. I'm actually working, I'm not getting paid, so volunteering on a property right close to this next door. And so most of my days from like early morning till evening I'm spent over there, but I'll show you tidbits of my days here on this awesome property. I am staying in a trailer. I'll show you that and we'll see how this video goes. But for now, yes! Something super amazing about staying on this property is that there's horses just freely roaming around. So it is early morning right now, and on my way to where I'm going, I get to pass by these incredible creatures. Check it out. There's two right there just munching on all this grass they get to eat every day till their hearts consent. And then two over there. They are so beautiful. Horses are amazing. All right, everybody, we have an armadillo sighting. And I was talking with someone and I wanted to see one, and here one is. They are so cool. Good morning. It is 6:30 in the morning. I actually turned on that light or else you would not be able to see me right now, but it's quite a few days since I last saw you, and believe it or not, I've actually been here for almost a month. And believe me, it has been cold. Today, actually, it's warmed up a bit. It's like 50 degrees right now, but it's been in the 30s where I've woken up here in the 30s, and it does not stay warm in this trailer because this I cannot get to go up for the life of me. The window is open, and as you can see, this window has never closed, although I could close it. That window has never closed, although I could close it, and there's a very good reason. I'm gonna tell you the reason. So something about this trailer is that whoever stayed in here before had a big smelly dog, because the whole trailer, even though I've had that window open, the back window open because it can't close, that window open, that window open, and then I'll show you in the front, there's windows that can't be opened. They're like, there's stuff over them. It just has not aired out. Like, I've even burned sage in here. It's just the smell of the dog is just so in this trailer. It's insane. But even on the nights, and it does feel cold though. Even on the days when it's been, I think the lowest it got was 34 degrees, but I would wake up and be like freezing. But this is my 0-degree quilt, and then I also have, this is a fully wool blanket that I folded over twice, so it's like I have 2 wool blankets and the 0-degree quilt, and it's kept me pretty warm. There's been like 2 nights where I felt slightly chilly, but for the most part, I've been good. Although I don't know how they say like 34 degrees and I was feeling slightly chilly with all this, and this is a 0-degree quilt. But it is pretty warm, but like, I don't know if it's 0-degree warm. So let's get up. So the past couple days it's been in the 30s, super cold. So I would get up and run to that room where all my clothes are. See, look, that's it without the light on. It's still pretty dark, but daylight savings just happened, so it's lighter than it would be. I would run to that room, put my clothes on real fast, be freezing, come in here, brush my teeth and all that stuff. But because I just got out of my super warm bed, I'm gonna brush my teeth first, even though I'm starting to cool off. And pretty much like I basically been in this trailer mainly in the evenings after my days of work. I've been working over on the property that's next to this property, so I've been there most of the day. And they have a warm room. It's the dining hall, so I would go in there first thing, freezing, drink some tea, get warmed up. So I always had like a nice place to get warm because this trailer doesn't have any heater. And even here, this is where like the shower would be. There's no hot water in here. So when I first got here, I was just showering in here. Just taking little showers in here, cold showers because it was more warm. But as it started to get cooler, there's some showers over there where I've been doing the work, and I've just been showering there in the evening. After getting all sweaty after a long day's work, it just feels so nice to shower up and feel, nice and clean and warm. But there was actually this huge rainstorm. Sometimes in the mornings, it's really interesting because there's these red birds out here and they like fly into the window, and I don't know why, but it's like they keep doing it. I don't hear any out there right now, but they're super cool looking. They're red and really beautiful. But there was a torrential storm that happened, and something actually happened to my car. I'll show you that in a minute, but I didn't close this window because of the smell. Like, I just like having these windows open. So that window is open, that window is open. This, I just cannot get up to go up for the life of me. So it just stays. It's really weird because it used to go up. Like when I first got into this trailer, I could get this to move, but now it's just completely stuck. That side has something there, but this side, like, do you see under here? It's not even window. It's like just a thin layer of whatever that is. But there was a torrential storm, like a serious storm. Pretty much it felt like there was lightning striking right outside and like thunder and I went and I opened my door and I watched it for a while because it was just like the most phenomenal storm I've experienced in a while. And the whole sky was like bright in the dark and then bright in the dark and then bright in the dark. And I honestly wonder if they got the idea for a strobe light from serious lightning storms, because that's kind of what it felt like. But because my windows were open, there was like water coming in from all the rain, but all I did was just kind of move more in the center. And they're like, it's okay, it'll dry, and it did, and it was okay. But yeah, something happened to my car, which I'll tell you guys in a minute as I get up and as I get going here. And this is where I would come every morning to get my clothes. I know they're all just kind of spread out here and it's kind of a big old mess, but it just smells so much like seriously dirty dog in here. that I just didn't feel called to like put my stuff away or put my clothes away. So they've all just been here. And slowly, as we've been like progressing into the month, honestly, all my clothes are smelling more and more like dog, because this couch smells like dog, that smells like everything. You just walk in here and you get this big whiff of dog. So I've been feeling kind of bad because I've been around a lot of people and I'm like, do they smell me? Are they smelling the dog? And then, as you can see, so this is actually my towel that I brought because there is no curtain here. Like, see how there's a curtain there? Here, there is just nothing. And then here we have, right next to here, this is like the air conditioning unit. And there's a lot of windows in here that all they have, they don't work and they can't close properly. They just have, this is like insulation panel that's been cut, and then some of them also just have foil, like aluminum foil over there. So, and then over here, this just has like some cardboard. So this trailer isn't exactly in pristine condition, but honestly, even though it smells like wet dog, one second, let me just get dressed. I'm starting to feel freezing. It's interesting because I've kind of run out of clean clothes, and like all the armpits of my shirts smell like Indian food, because over where I've been volunteering, like most of the food we eat is Indian food with Indian spices, which honestly I use at home anyway. I use a lot of Indian spices in my cooking, but my armpits, like if my shirts smell like Indian food and Indian spices. Because I've been around so many people, I've really been trying to keep my immunity up, because I've been here before when I got really sick. I actually didn't get really sick, but I got sick, and there was a lot of people who got really sick. It was just like COVID was going around and the strep throat, and just so many of us got sick, like I swear most of the people, that I really wanted to keep my immunity up. So this is just powdered vitamin C I've been taking every morning. And even though my work here is actually done, so I'm leaving, if you can believe it, today. Oh my God, it's crazy. I meant to do more filming of like my experience staying over here. But honestly, I've just barely been here. I've been mainly working, and then it's been like cold. So I really haven't wanted to spend much time here. Some days it was really hot. Like sometimes it was really hot, but it definitely cooled down. When I first got here, it was much warmer. So I've just been taking vitamin C. I've also got some Echinacea Golden Seal Propolis. I'm glad I brought more than enough towels because I really needed them. Oh my God, I just heard a bird. I just heard the bird. So yeah, so like my windows, even though it's been freezing, not closing them. It smells way too much like dog in here. Let's look outside because it's a really nice view. Check it out. Look at that. Wow. Maybe a bird will come. That would be so cute. I just heard one. They like go dink and you can hear them. Maybe I'm just hearing them land. Maybe they're not actually running into anything. Maybe they're just landing up here and there. I'm not sure, but they're a red color and super beautiful. All right, I'm putting on my shoes, and I know it just looks like a crazy pigsty in here. Look at all my clothes. But I'm telling you, it's just been crazy because of the smell of this place, and yeah, of me just not being here. I just heard a bird. I wonder if you heard it. That I just haven't put anything away, like I said. But I'm honestly, even though everything's dirty, I'm about to fold everything and Like, I've worn everything here. And I don't have a laundry basket. So basically, this couch has been my laundry basket. I'm just gonna fold everything. All right. I'm gonna come back, fold all this. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. Crazy enough. But I've got a couple things to show you first. Nice. The cool thing about staying here is it's just been so beautiful. Like, it's absolutely spectacular. Like, if I would come out, sometimes I'd come out and pee outside instead of in there. And the stars would just be totally vibrant all over the sky up there because there's no light pollution anywhere. There's no lights, like, for a while a ways away from here. So it's just so incredibly beautiful. This is the site I've been waking up to pretty much. I come out here from my trailer, which, as you can see, is right there. Right here, there's this truck. It's pretty broken down. The owner of the property said he let one of his family members use it, and then they like got in a crash shortly after. So it's just kind of chilling right there. It's been so cool experiencing horses just roam around. Like, this is the second time I've come and stayed on this property, and you don't see that, you know? Most people have their horses inside fenced off areas, but here they can roam around, and like, there's people who live in trailers on this land year round, and the horses just roam around. It is so cool. I've never experienced that before. All right, like there's a couple trailers there. There's multiple trailers up that way where people live, but I'm gonna show you this little building unit that I've used previously when I came here, but it's kind of not in commission right now. So these are the bathrooms, and when I was here before, they were working, and the light doesn't work actually. I had a little like lantern that I would bring in here because the light doesn't really work. But there's the toilets. There were never great bathrooms. Like, they've always just been a little bit dirty and stuff, but they actually worked. But right now they're not working. And then here's the shower. So I was taking showers in here before, and again, there's no hot water in here. So before, when I was staying here, I was taking showers in here, going to the bathroom in here, and just taking them with no hot water, which is a little bit more enjoyable to do when it is super warm and a little bit not when it is super cold. But basically, this row is basically just the same thing, more bathrooms. But we can go in, check it out. Another bathroom that isn't really working, shower that's not working. There's a mirror here. There's no lights, so you have to kind of bring your own light. At night, actually, these kind of go on for a little bit, but during the day, because there is no windows in here, if you want to use the bathroom, it's literally pitch black because the lights don't work. So yeah, it's the same thing, just a row of bathrooms in this building. These do not work. Yeah, the power doesn't really work for these buildings. And then in the mornings, I would walk along this. Oh my God. I'm so lucky that wasn't worse. I just walked into this little wire here. Okay, we are going to step over that. So in the mornings, I would just walk over there, and there's a fence over there, and it would lead me to the other property, so I didn't have to drive. It was really easy to get there. This is right where I got stuck. Totally stuck. My tires were spinning, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm stuck. It was a night when it was a torrential downpour, like that night when the lightning and the thunder was going and going, and it felt literally like lightning was striking right here. I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, either it's gonna hit me, I'm gonna die, or I'm gonna be all right. Either way, this is a pretty amazing storm. So I get back from a day of work and my car is in a little bit of a puddle, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I wonder how my car is gonna be, if it's gonna like raise more, because I do know that at some part of the year, this place completely floods, and even the people who live here permanently have to leave for a little while and come back because it floods so much. So I just didn't know how much the rain was gonna raise. So I moved my car, so I tried to move my car just to keep it safe, and my tires just spun and spun and spun. Like I was completely stuck. I even, a couple other people that are volunteering over there where I was came over because they're staying in the trailer next to me, and they're like, okay, this is what we need to do. And they showed me some little bricks and stuff that I could put behind my tire. So I'm like in the rain, putting these under my tire, trying to move my car, and it did not work. So I just left it, went to bed, hoped for the best, and my car was okay, but I had to wait a few days for it to completely dry out before I moved my car. So this is where my car was, and you can see where it was spinning, and then I moved it over here, which is where it should have been the whole time, because this is like, it's on rocks and stuff, so it's kind of the place to go so that your car doesn't sink into the mud in a rainstorm. All right, now let's do the grand tour. So this is some cardboard. This is protecting the window because the window does not work. We've got some other windows that don't work. And then here is where I've had all my stuff, just a big messy kerfuffle. I know it does not look great, but that is how it's been. This is a beautiful flower that is now dying, but it's been really nice to have. This is just where I've kept all my food stuff. This is my table where I've been taking all my like medicines, and these are my mints. I'm on this xylitol mint protocol for my teeth. And then this is the bed. Here's my sink. This is just all my stuff. I have not used any of these cabinets or anything just because I don't know what's going on in this cabinets. It smelled totally like wet dog, but here's a nice mirror. So I've been able to see myself, which has been pretty cool. This is just a little privacy thing that I could put up. And then here is the bathroom. Again, my stuff is just kind of all around it. Normally, if I was gonna stay in a trailer like this for a month, I would have made it home, really put my stuff away and not had it be the way that you see it is. But yeah, there's just some reasons that this just felt better just to have everything out and on the surface, and basically just because it's a little bit dirty in here and it's pretty smelly. So you know where I've been for the last month, in a dirty, smelly space. But honestly, grateful to be here. Like, I can rough it, it just depends what type of person you are, if you can handle a situation like this. It's not for everybody. But it's been great. I've had a nice time here. So I've got a pretty long drive back to California. Pretty much the same drive that you've seen me have on the way here in my last video. I've got to do to get back. So I'm going to leave today. It's going to take me like 3 days. I'm pretty much going to meet up with someone for a little bit. Have some coffee with them, and then just get ready and take off. So honestly, this video is a little bit different than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my gosh, I think there's some ants here. There's some crazy ants. Oh, by the way, some things to deal with here: scorpions, poisonous snakes like rattlesnakes. In the big hall in there was actually a scorpion, and actually, I found a tiny, like the smallest scorpion I've ever seen in my life. It was like this big in the dishwashing room when I was like washing dishes. It was actually really cute because it was so tiny. But yeah, something around here are scorpions, rattlesnakes, and then this other type of poisonous snake. So when I was walking back from the property where I was volunteering to here, I had a headlamp, you know, to make sure. And I got these boots. Like, if anything wants to bite me, they're really gonna have to want to get me. And then the bugs, there's just so many crazy bugs here. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna pack up, get ready, and I'm gonna go. I thought this video was gonna be a lot more of like my day-to-day just experience here. So I hope it was enjoyable for you anyways. And thanks so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next Friday, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next Friday. But before we go, look at the horses. So they've decided to come chill here for a while, which is so amazing. There's 1, 2, 3, and they're just awesome. I love them. Just one more thing about the horses. I do know that they used to be used for racing, like on horse racing, but now they just get to live so free, and I just feel happy for them. Like, they're just hanging out, eating grass all day. Nobody's riding them or anything. They just literally get to live their lives. Oh, one more thing. There are a couple interesting looking anthills. Let me just show you that real quick. 1, 2, 3. Look at those. Interesting anthills.